Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Sorry for my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're going to power through this video. So this video is something I have not done before. I recently just thought about it. There's been a lot of videos going around on YouTube lately that's been like smash or pass or hit or miss and that kind of stuff. And I thought it'd be really fun to start doing a hit or miss video for my travel vlogs. Disney vlogs, travel vlogs, whatever. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, a little disclaimer, just because I put something under a miss category does not mean it's awful, I hate it. There's just some things about it that could have been either done better or just didn't happen for me in this experience. I may have experienced it before and it had been totally fine. It's just specifically to this vacation that we recently took. And then I can kind of explain that. And then you guys can take it or leave it. You know, if you want to listen to it and you think, oh, okay, that's a good opinion. Or if you think, oh, that's a trash opinion, that's okay. It's my opinion and it's my opinion on what we experienced. So if you experience something different, that's fantastic. Let me know down in the comments and we can kind of have a discussion about that. I recently had a discussion with somebody in my comments about a dining experience that I had versus a dining experience that they had. I had a really great one at the Hollywood and Vine restaurant in Hollywood Studios, and they didn't, which is completely fine. It's normal. We all have different opinions and we all have different experiences. So today I'm going to try doing a hit or miss video on my Disney December vlogs and vacation. So let's get right into this video. Starting off with a hit. We're going to start off with a bang today. So a hit for me this vacation was absolutely the character experiences. In almost every single one, we had every single dining experience that we had that was deluxe, kind of where you sit down, was a character experience. So all of our dining experiences, we had characters. And a lot of them were the typical ones that you would see in a lot of the character dining: Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Goofy. Those were kind of the regular circling around. And then occasionally we had the like Cinderella and her stepsisters, and we had the Beast. So, but on top of our character dining, we had character experiences that we personally went out of our way to stand in line for. I know for me personally, I went and got a book and had this, that like I filled this thing out. No joke. Oh, maybe you can't see on all these pages, but they're written on all the way. This many pages are written on out of the book. There's more pages written on than there is without writing on it. Okay, anyways. So every character encounter that we had was really, really fun. There was, on the off chance, like there was just some characters that just weren't up to our par that day, but it didn't matter. We met so many characters, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you will never get rid of those character butterflies of seeing characters that you've grown up with, watching their movies, and even if they aren't the real, you know, they're not the real people, but still, it's so exciting. They're so full of excitement for what they do, and then you're excited for being there, and it's just a bunch of excitement put together. So that's definitely a hit for me, was all the character experiences that we had on our Disney trip. Okay, time for our first miss of the trip. During our vacation, we had lots of timing issues. And by that I mean Disney would put out a schedule of what was going to be happening during that day, and we would prepare ahead of time to be at certain events that were going to occur at certain times, and a lot of the times they fell through. Sometimes it would be because of the weather. Like I know we missed the fireworks at Magic Kingdom one night because they were expecting rain, so they did them early, and then we missed the castle lighting also because of rain. And that was on the same night, I'm pretty sure. And we were just really bummed about that because we had planned on doing it that night. So we never got to see the castle lighting. We did get to see the fireworks, though. We kind of altered our plans. But then other things would just be out of nowhere. Like they wouldn't give us any reasoning. It just changed and we missed what we were going to do. So that was kind of disappointing. in our trip, but I mean, what can you say? It changes all the time, and I'm pretty sure they do put it in the pamphlet, like these times are subject to change. So that was just a little disappointing, but it did not by any means ruin our trip. That was just a little bit of a miss for me. The second hit that we had was the Disney Christmas Parade. I will never get tired. I've only seen it once. The one time we went in, I think it was 2000. It was either 2012 or 2014. I think it was 2012. Honestly, was the first time we saw the Christmas parade, and this time we actually watched it 4 times. But it's such a magical parade. There's so many fun things that you don't get to see in a normal parade. Characters you don't normally get to see that are out and about. The toy soldiers are my mom's personal favorite. Clarabelle the cow is in it. It's a really, really magical experience. All of the Disney parades are magical experiences, but there is nothing like pairing a very magical holiday with a very magical place. Nothing like it. So that was definitely a hit for our family. Okay, a miss for this vacation. Crowds. Every time you go to Disney in a very busy time of the year or holiday time of the year, so anytime around Halloween, anytime around Christmas, Easter, all of the big holidays, you are going to run into major, major crowds. When we went to Animal Kingdom, we found a website that listed day to day what each park were, green, yellow, and red. And red's obviously the worst in crowd, maintaining, revolving around crowds, not maintaining crowds. And when we were at Animal Kingdom, it was a red day. It was like a mass movement of people everywhere you went. When you stepped out of a building to move to another location, you were smushed with other people walking. And it was atrocious. I'm pretty sure we sat for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just sitting, trying to stay away from the crowds. Because one, we didn't have too much to do. Animal Kingdom didn't really have a lot to do when we went. And 2, it was just insane. And we were already tired as it was. So that was definitely a miss for me, because it was just way crowded. If you want to experience the Disney Christmas, and you're dead set on it, go for it. Definitely go after Christmas, I would suggest. They keep their Christmas stuff up for 3 weeks in January, because they usually do like a holiday marathon. I don't know if that's everywhere or just Magic Kingdom, so you might have to be careful with that. But definitely go after Christmas, like maybe like the 27th, 28th of December instead of really close to the Christmas time. But if you don't care to see Disney at Christmas, go at another time. Like way, way, way too crowded. So that's why that was a miss for me. Okay, our next hit is the Be Our Guest restaurant. Why? Because the food is absolutely to die for. Anything you get there, you will like. It's so, so good. We've been there a million times for lunch. I'm pretty sure every Disney trip that we go on that Be Our Guest has been opened, we have always gone there. We've never reserved a dinner because it's insanely hard to get. But if you can get it, get it. Because 1, the food is fantastic and you get really nice portions. They set it up really elegantly. Your dessert, I always get the gray stuff. I don't know if it's just because I don't like to try new things, or it's Be Our Guest. You have to get the gray stuff when you're in Beast's Castle. Like, how can you not? Have I been sitting here talking with the fur on my mouth? Why? Why didn't you guys tell me? Just kidding. And the second reason Be Our Guest is a hit is because you get to meet the man himself. The man, the beast, the legend. Get it? The beast. You get to meet the beast, which is really, really special. Never do you ever get to meet the beast outside of this. So that's a reason in itself, even if you don't eat any of the food, to get a reservation there, just because that's a great, great, great experience that you get to have with your family. So that's why Be Our Guest is a absolute hit for me. Okay, so now a miss. Another restaurant. We went to 1900 Park Fair. The character experience there was great. We met Cinderella, Prince Charming, Anastasia, Drizella, and what is the stepmother's name? Lady Tremaine. Lady Tremaine or Madame Tremaine. Lady Tremaine. I'm pretty sure it's Lady Tremaine. Anyways, we got to meet all of them, which half of them you can't meet outside of 1900 Park Fair. So that was really, really cool. The food, though, is where I have the issue. I personally could not find anything that I really enjoyed. And that makes me really sad because I wanted to enjoy it. It's a signature dining. It's a buffet. It's a buffet style meal. So you just get up, go get your food. So like they have lots of options, but I didn't really like any of it. And I feel really bad for saying that, but yeah, that restaurant was just a miss for me. And it didn't really make sense to me because it's in the Grand Floridian. You would think the Grand Floridian would have great food. I didn't really like it. I'm sorry. That's why it's a miss. Up next for the hits. So, the Disney decorations. 100%. Christmas decorations there are on another level. Every single park has a tree the size of like a skyscraper. They're insanely tall, very well decorated, and themed. Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studio all have their own tree. Fantastic. Very first thing you see when you come in the park. Then, when you get inside the park, the entire theme park is decorated for Christmas. Then they take it a step further. A lot of their main character Disney characters are dressed in themed Christmas outfits. Goofy was Santa. Mickey had a couple different Christmas outfits. Minnie had a couple different Christmas outfits. I met Donald and Daisy in their Christmas outfits. Merida had her jacket on as if it was cold. It wasn't cold. So they go over and beyond to do these things. Even when it's burning up outside there, all of their characters are wearing coats and jackets as if it's cold when it's not. It's insane. It's so, so, so beautiful. I can't even explain it to you without getting chills. So I love it. The decorations were definitely a hit. Up next for misses for me was the Rivers of Light. Why do you ask? Because there was no Rivers of Light when we went. This makes me very sad. Disney was scheduled to have Rivers of Light done by the summer of 2016. We were really excited about that because we were thinking, oh, in our October trip, I have those vlogs up if you want to watch that. But when we went in October for the Halloween festivities, we were excited to see Rivers of Light because it should have been done in the summer before we went in October. It wasn't up, and then they were saying, oh, it'll be done by, our second trip, December. It was not. And then they were saying, oh, it'll be done by January. It's not. So now they're saying it's officially going to be done February, March time. So I hope it is. I was just really, really disappointed because I was very excited to see how they incorporate it. They said it was going to be a little bit like Fantasmic, which is my favorite show at Disney. So I was very excited to see Fantasmic kind of mixed with Animal Kingdom and how they would put that together. So I'm sad that I don't get to see it, but I'm excited that it's finally happening. But that's why it's a miss for me, because they said it was going to be out and it wasn't out. Okay, my last hit of the video is going to be Fast Passes, 100%. I think Disney's new way of doing Fast Passes is genius. It is genius. You get 3 set Fast Passes, and once you knock them out, you can add Fast Passes as many times as you want, as long as they're available. Genius. Obviously, you got to get the good Fast Passes first because they go the fastest. They run out the fastest. Obviously, you can't just get unlimited because then the lines would be ridiculous and not everybody would get a chance to try the ride. But I think the system is really awesome, and fast passes in general are awesome. So you really do get to experience as much as you want to. I'm pretty sure we rode every single thing we wanted to ride. No, we did. We rode every single thing that we wanted to ride because of fast passes. We would not be able to do that without it. We would be standing in hour to 2 hour long lines, which is just crazy. I commend you people who do that. I do. I just could not. I would fall asleep, probably. I'd be really sad. But that is a definite hit for me. And the last miss of the video is Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. I actually really enjoyed Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. They had really cool lasers. I've never really seen Disney do lasers like that before. It like spanned out across all of our heads, and it was over our heads. It looked like a blanket of lasers above our head. It was awesome. But the reason why it's a miss is because there's only like one really good spot to view Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam throughout the park when there's so many people in the park that want to see it. So like the first maybe 300 people, not even, probably like 150 to 200 people up in the front got the best view. And if you were in the back on the main street in front of the Chinese theater, you kind of got a really crappy view. Like all the fireworks were through, you had to watch the fireworks through the trees. It was just like, I can't really see that. And then you can't see the little guys on the side. So it was an altered view. It was an obstructed view, which I didn't like because I like to be up front and see things fully. Like, that's why I like Magic Kingdom, because anywhere you really stand, you're going to be able to see it at least. And that just wasn't the case for Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. So, So, thank you guys so much for letting me do this little experiment on hit and misses involving my Disney travel. I thought it was kind of fun. And I'm going to try and do that for the rest of my Disney videos, especially if you guys like it. So let me know if you do like it down in the comments, or just hit that thumbs up button. That would be nice. And if you want to see more videos from me involving Disney, involving travel, whatever, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button. That'll let you know every time I post a video. And if you have any requests for what you want to see, let me know down in the comments, and I will happily fulfill those requests. And I might even give you a shout out. Actually, I probably will give you a shout out. If you give me the idea, you're going to get a shout out. So we'll have a little exchange there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you have a very magical rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.